I got that on Amazon. Okay, so we start with this little curve here, okay, and then what's that a picture of? A bell curve, right? An approximately normal curve. How do we know that this is going to be represented by an approximately normal curve? That's what those first couple questions were asking you, and I said just skip them for now. It's a normal curve, so just start calculating. And I wanted you to just get used to the math, where you're trying to find the middle 99%. But how do you know if that fits in the approximately normal curve? Do you remember some calculations? Think about it. Close. It's the NP is greater than or equal to 10. Minus P is greater than or equal to 10. If it fits this condition, it's going to be approximately normal. So what we want to do is we have 102 pennies, and we're going to need the probability to be able to do this. So 57 of the 102. Anybody calculate that already?
Yeah.
What you got?
0.5588.
5588. That seems pretty good. Okay. 4 decimal places is fine. Some people have been working with 2 decimal places. It's not going to really matter. You're pretty much allowed to pick the amount. I wouldn't say doing 0.6 because that's going to be pretty off. Let's try to do like 2 or 3 decimal places or even 4. So with probability 0.5588. And then the probability of not getting that would be 4. Let me see, I think it would end with 2, and then that rounds up to 1, and then that rounds up to, would it be 4412? Okay. 102 times 0.5588. $56.99. Is that bigger than or equal to 10? All right, the other one would be 102, and for that n, $45 something, bigger than or equal to 10. That is your showing so that we can use that curve. Otherwise, we may not be able to use that curve, and then all of this is for now. So any of the problems that I'm giving you are pretty much going to fit in that so that you can do the confidence interval. A couple of the other conditions are, it's got to say something about random behavior. So you can't just pick things. They have to be picked randomly. So this is one of the things, making sure that it's approximately normal. And 2 is making sure that it's a random sample. And we also want to make sure we check that 10% rule. Because remember, you want a big sample, but you don't want so big of a sample because there might be things that are not independent in there that are going to throw this off a lot. So 10% rule would be, we're talking about the pennies, and we're taking a sample of 102 pennies. Now, out of all the pennies out there, is 102 bigger than 10% or smaller than 10%? So we're good. And that's the math that you really need to do. Sometimes the book shows you, like, if you multiply 102 by 10, are there more than 1,020 pennies out there? Yeah. So let's calculate it.